You got everything you need, Miss Grimshaw?
Oh, not by a long shot, Mr. Morgan. We lost a lot in meat.
We'll be back on our feet soon.
Morning, Arthur.
Hello, Abigail.
Hey, Arthur.
You borrow from the Udris.
So you're rethinking your choices now? Oh, sweet Jesus!
something else.
There, girl. Easy there.
I just assume that horse belongs to the O'Driscoll.
Looking to see a show?
Can I buy a ticket, please?
Okay, head on in. Tent to your left.
Folks, I'm going to tell you a morality tale from when our country was young that the settlers used to tell about the woods of Massachusetts and the creatures that lived there. One summer, a bear was by the stream. An old man Wind appeared and said, "Bear, I shall blow a mighty cold upon the land, and gorge yourself on fish and meat, and go find a den. Then sleep, not for one night, but for 60. Go tell all the animals of the forest what I have told you." Bear was sad because the fish were his friends, and now he had to eat them. But he knew to do whatever the wind told him. The animals of the forest often teased Bear and said he was slow and lazy and foolish for listening to Old Man Wind. "You're talking to the wind again, eh?" laughed the rabbit. "I think Bear has finally taken leave of his senses," said the turtle. "And he's getting so rotund that even I could outrun him." "I'm smart and quick," said Rabbit. "I'll outrun Old Man Wind if he comes a-calling, or you, since you're into eating your friends." The turtle said, "If Wind comes, I'll just hide in my shell." Then Bear went and warned Coyote and Possum that they should prepare for a long, cold winter. "It's so hot," said the Coyote. "There's plenty of time." The lazy Possum said, "Well, there's an abundance of food. Maybe I'll just store some in my pouch." Even his squirrel friends made fun of Bear. They laughed and squibbled and squabbled. "Chunky needs a nap. Fatty Goody Two-Shoes does what he's told." Bear was very sad. But he was a good bear, and he always did what Old Man Wind told him. He went and found a den, snuggled inside, and fell fast asleep. Bear snored and snored for many days. When he woke up, he saw spring had come. He was very hungry, so he walked outside. As the snow melted, he saw all his friends who hadn't listened, frozen and just ready to be eaten. And that's why the bear hibernates. So listen to your elders and do just what you're told.
Tell your friends.
The state of my poor horse, it's unlucky. Wait a minute.
New patron, welcome. Well, I use this space as a blacksmith too, so let me know if you need me to grab something for you from the catalog.
Let's have a look.
Forget it. I don't have enough for any of this. I need money.
Well, all right.
Money.
This will be here when you need it.
Thank you.
Arthur, come here. Come over here. I want you to meet our friends.
Pleased to meet you.
Well, you just a tough as teak mountain man.
Oh, you be quiet, Anastasia. Anyone can tell this one is a pussy cat.
Exactly. Yes, he's a pussy cat. Ain't that so, Arthur?
Whatever you say. How much you cost, anyway?
Well, ain't that a nice way to talk to a lady?
Oh, I didn't know I was talking to a lady.
Excuse me.
Well, I must say, you got a fine way with the women, amigo.
Yeah, regular dandy and a charmer. Where's Bill?
Oh, man. I dread to think about it. Hey! There he is.
Watch where you're going. Take it
Are
easy,
you about to
pal.
kiss that guy or punch him?
Oh, and we have our answer.
Shoot these bastards. Come on. We can handle these fools.
Stop dancing around and fight.
Take it easy, please.
Well, I can't even lick this first guy. Come on, man.
Welcome to Valentine.
Yeah, give me some food.
I'll beat this whole town if I have to. Come here, you little greaser. I'll wax you good. Yeah, hit like a guitar. There you go. Arthur, give Javier a hand over there. Hey, tough guy. You want some too, huh? Come on, pretty boy. Pretty boy? You're kidding me. Pretty boy? I hope you got more than that. Yeah, knock his head off. You're even slower than you look. You okay there, Arthur? Yeah, I got this son of a bitch. Kill him, Tommy! Put that ape down! Come on! All right! You show him, Tommy. All right. Don't go easy on him. Yeah! I'll crack your damn skull open. Come on, then. Come on, then. Big boy. Yeah. Go on, Tommy. Come on, Arthur. He's a moron. Hey, come on, stop that.
Stop! Stop! Please! Please! I beg you, stop! Come, sir. You won the fight already. Surely that's enough.
What business is it of yours?
No business. No business, sir, but please, I beg you.
Making new friends again, I see, Arthur.
Look who we found sniffing about.
Josiah Trelawney.
The very same.
Well, I thought you'd gone to New York.
And miss all this glamour. You must be joking.
How are you?
Well, quite well indeed. I went to Blackwater looking for you gentlemen. You're not very popular there, it seems. Ah, Javier and Charles. I've missed you. And Bill, looking as well as can be. Gentlemen, always a pleasure.
You're right. We ain't too popular in Blackwater.
We left a lot of money there.
And young Sean, it seems.
Sean, you found him?
Yes, I have. He's being held by some bounty hunters, trying to see how much money the government will pay them. I know he's in Blackwater, but there's talk of them moving.
Well, if we step foot in Blackwater... Well, then we're dead men for sure.
There'll be Pinkertons all over the place, but if he's alive, we gotta try.
Yeah, of course.
It's you they want, Dutch.
Always is. Charles, go find out what you can, carefully. Josiah, take Javier. Arthur, go get yourself cleaned up. Join them when you're ready.
Well, what about me?
Well, exactly. What about you?
What does that mean?
Oh, Bill, come on.
Hello again.
Can you arrange a bath? I need a wash.
I got someone warming it up for you already. Just head down the corridor there.
How'd you like some help in here?
Yeah, I think I'm okay, thanks.
Okay, maybe next time, hun.
Rooms are quiet and clean.
Thanks, mister.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Read about the whole for the Leviticus. Want to get a drink? Harsh.
Good to see you. Oh, wait. You're that fellow who had to fight with Tommy outside of Smithfield's?
Yep.
People are still talking about that fight.
I ain't.
Well, fair enough. Neither's Tommy. Anyway, how can I help you today?
for nothing, cheating bastard!
Trust your gut.
Your move.
Step right up.
Oh!
Do it. Let's go.
Who else wants some? Huh? Who else? Yeah. Yeah. Easy. Slow up now. Okay, boy. Yep. There we go. Yeah. Who goes there? It's me, Arthur. Look what the cat dragged in. Who makes this crap up? Why are we having a war with the goddamn Philippines? I'm down to the scraps here now, Mr. Morgan. It all counts, Pearson. Thank you, Arthur.
I ain't cleaned myself in weeks.
Speak! Don't cry, boy. Speak about your gang.
I can't.
Boy.
Whoa! Hold your horses there. It seems the cat has got our friend here's tongue. I was thinking Mr. Williamson could have a word.
You ready to talk, boy?
I told you, mister. I told all of you. I don't know nothing, okay? They ain't no friends of mine. I just been riding with them for a while.
Horseshit. You see, we heard that part, so how about you tell the truth? That's what you want to do.
Hurt him, so the next time he opens his mouth, it is to tell us what is going on. Who am I kidding? One of O'Driscoll's boys couldn't open his mouth, but he'd tell a lie. Screw it. Let's just have some fun. Geld him.
Yeah!
What's he doing? Where's he going?
Oh, don't worry. You're only balls, boy. Just gonna cause you trouble. You know, in Imperial Rome, eunuchs was among the happiest and most loyal of courtiers.
No, you're kidding me, right?
Of course.
You sick bastards! Oh, what do you want from me?
Well, you are gonna talk. The only question is now or after we got these little fellas off.
Okay, listen. I know where O'Driscoll's holed up, and you're right. He don't like you any more than you like him. He's at 6 Point Cabin. I'll take you there. Serious. I don't like him. I mean, I like him even less than I like you. No offense.
Oh, none taken.
Okay then, partner. Why don't you take a few of us up there right now? I got this, Dutch. Should be fun. All right, you. Come on. Let's go. Let's both hope you ain't trying to trick us, O'Driscoll.
I ain't no O'Driscoll.
You sure as shit was. John, Bill, come here. We got a social call needs making. Where we heading?
Up into the hills behind Valentine. Well, I'll show you.
John, you take this little rattlesnake with you. Any nonsense, kill him. Sure. We're gonna pay your buddies our respects.
He taking us to Combe?
That's what he says. Come on.
I'm taking you to him. Look, I'll give you more directions when we're close. But if I know where we are, it's up past Valentine.
All right, I'll lead. Sharing saddle with an O'Driscoll. Who'd have thought?
How many times I gotta say? I ain't an O'Driscoll.
You sure look like one, and you smell like... God damn. You smell like one, too.
I smell like horse shit.
That's right. Boy, are you high.
Morgan! You got throwing knives in your saddlebag.
Hi, buddy. How you doing?
I was asked to give them, and I'm doing you the further courtesy of telling you about it. Next time you want to give me something, how about you give it to me, instead of hiding it somewhere, hoping the opportunity comes up to mention it. Last goddamn favor I do you.
Hey, if I got my bearings, it's over here. Yeah, I know this country. Take this track up through the rocks.
Williamson. What, Morgan? Just to say, well, even you can't screw up killing O'Driscolls. Funny. And I guess you're good here. Unless some soft-handed feller comes along and tells you you've gone too far. What are you talking about? Fighting that big bullock up in Valentine? How wise you think beating a man to death would have been? With all them folks looking on, when we supposed to be laying low. I saw your eyes, Morgan. You didn't go clever, you went soft. I'll take it. After all, you are an authority on not being clever. The captive gets a little cough in his throat, looks at you with some big doe eyes. You gonna let Combe go free? I was fighting Combe when you was pretending to fight Indians. Don't call my record into question. It's your abilities that call your record into question, Bill.
Now we go left. Road will take us up and round. Those are the hills. Head for 'em.
Save your horses. We gotta climb, boys.
You know, you all ain't that different from the O'Driscolls.
What did you just say?
I've been watching you all these weeks, and,
You've been tied to a tree. You don't know nothing about this gang.
Yeah, well, I'd say you don't know much about the O'Driscolls. But maybe I know more about you than you know about them. And I know all about them, so...
Tell us then. How are we like those mongrel dogs?
You're outlawed like them. You're out to survive like them. You live rough. You live hard. Fighting the law. Nature. You're out for yourselves.
See? This is why you're an O'Driscoll, O'Driscoll. You're out to survive. We're out to live. Free. Coleman's a sneak thief and a killer. Dutch is more like a teacher.
From where I've been, you just look the same as all.
Then you looked, but you ain't seen.
John, shut that boy up.
Enough out of you.
Boys, we're almost on them. Now, who knows if this son of a bitch we got with us is talking true, but if it's what he says it is, and Colm O'Driscoll's here, we can end years of fighting. Here and now.
Amen to that.
Here, here.
I swear, this is where he was...
Shut up.
Okay, now cut left up here. We go down the hill into the forest.
We're going in quiet, taking them out as we find them, trying not to set things off. But if we do, we move quick and hard. Settle this like we know how, okay?
Okay by me.
With you, Morgan. All right, then.
Through the trees here. Hey, we're real close. I'd leave your horses the other side of this clearing.
I'll get my guns off my horse, and I'm ready.
Easy, Bill. Quiet.
This is it. The cabin's just the other side of this hill.
Okay. Off your horses. Let's go.
You gonna get them knives?
I said easy.
Follow me, all right? It ain't far.
We might have shared a horse, but we ain't friends. Remember, I'm watching you. Every moment.
I ain't gonna shop you now, come on. It'd be suicide.
You'll die, boy. But you'll lose your balls first.
Jesus Christ. Just over the ridge.
Okay, get down.
Cabin's in the clearing down there. There'll be a bunch of fellers hiding out there, too.
Are these fellas armed?
Armed? Drunk? Wary of strangers, yep.
And Colm O'Driscoll?
Well, he'll be holed up in his cabin. Be passed out, booze blind, likely as not.
And over there, someone's coming.
So, who's gonna tell him we ain't got nothing for the pot?
Oh, let me think. This fella just spooked the game, I reckon.
I'm gonna drain it. I'll catch up.
No, we ain't gonna fall for that. We're gonna wait so you can tell him yourself.
Yeah.
If anyone's actually gonna shoot the messenger, it'd be that mean son of a bitch.
Yes, sir.
Come on, shake it off.
What are we doing about the pisser, Morgan? One by the tree.
He's yours, Williamson.
Okay. I got him. Morgan, the next two. What's the plan?
Keep back where they won't hear us. When I move, you move. Take him out at a distance.
I can do that.
Hurry up already. Good work. Moving on the camp. Left our guide up there. He's meek as a little lamb. He better be. Over here. Fella on the log. What we doing about him? Take him quiet, Marston. Okay. Get your hands dirty for a change. Jesus. Okay. Now what? We're at the perimeter. What's the call? Wait on my mark. I'm gonna take a look at these boys.
We move quick! We move hard!
Come on then! Come on!
It's fingerless, boy! Give us call! This is done! Come on! We got enough! Let's try to cabin! Let's make a stand!
This is quite a hideout!
Give up, O'Driscolls! We got you beat! We caught him on a drink! None of them get out of here!
Fellas coming back to the camp! Watch out! He weren't lying, that little toad!
You're worthless O'Driscoll hides! Run and hide if you know what's good for you! Ah!
Don't run away from me!
Come at me, you Irish bastard! You stay here, you're dead, man!
We catch you unawares!
What are you hiding for?
This guy's annoying me. Oh, he's got a boyfriend.
Leave him! Cole's still here.
Hey, he said Cole's be in the cabin.
I'll check. You look out here.
Now, what you stashing in here? The boy said Coleman be in the cabin. Give it up.
You boys are blown to smithereens.
He'll be in the cabin. Just like I said, ain't it?
You ain't gonna check the cabin. I will.
Ain't you checking the cabin for Colm?
I'm checking the bodies for loot. But yeah, of course, John.
You alright?
Sure. Thank you.
Colm O'Driscoll. He ain't here. You set us up. Come here!
What?
You set us up.
No, I didn't.
You did. Colm O'Driscoll ain't here!
He was here, I swear! If I was setting you up, I wouldn't have saved your life.
It's a good point, Arthur.
All right, then, go on. Get out of here.
Hey?
I won't kill you.
I didn't set you up.
Get lost.
Get lost.
I'm letting you run away. Now go on. Get out of here.
That's as good as killing me. Out there, without you, Colm O'Driscoll's gonna lose his mind about this.
So?
So I'm one of you now.
Give me a break. All right, then. But I'm warning you.
Oh, I know.
Come on, let's get to camp.
So you got the cash, then?
What cash?
Yeah, there's usually some cash. In the chimney.
I'll check it. Rest of you boys, get to camp, quick.
See, Arthur? I ain't so bad.
Hey, Bill. You tell Dutch old Kieran ain't worth killing. Just yet.
Right you are.
Yeah, the boy saved my life. Where are you hiding out here? Just a carbine repair.
At least you got something tucked away. Let's go, boy.
Come on.
Yeah, okay, boy.
Easy. Whoa. Not bad, boy. Yep. Whoa, easy.
Okay, some random bison just running around. There's a man. Was that a comment I just saw? Because I'm not seeing notifications. Yep, comments. Who's that, Ethan? Oh yes, the walk away ending, which I never do. I never do that ending because it's not the legitimate one.
Yeah.
You know what, that was something that really aggravated me back when the game started, is how they called that the bad ending. Alright, okay, so The music plays in the car, the deputy loses control and he ends up killing the 3 people that are with him. Yeah, that's bad. But that is far worse than nuclear bombs dropping all over the entire planet and killing billions of people. Yeah, of course. That's perfectly fine, nothing wrong with that. No big deal. Like I was saying last night, people are fucking stupid and they're just silly little kids.
What a delightful surprise. Hello, Karen. Hello, Miss Grimshaw. How was your meal? Fine. I'm so glad. I'm not sad, just bored. You're bored?
You know these hides and furs can also be done up into coats and boots and such. Beyond my skills, but there's a trapper that travels around these parts. Canadian feller, skilled tanner. He can make just about anything. You should drop in on him sometime. Some good material. Thanks, Mr. Pearson.
We all dreamt a lot.
I apologize in advance for this stew. It needs better meat.
A little of values.
Good job.
Quite the amusing companion, aren't you? I like to think so.
Hey, Arthur, what you want? Man, you one sour son of a bitch, ain't you? Only when I see you. Only when I see you.
You know, one thing I would say to you, dude, is don't underestimate yourself. If you go through the whole game and you increase your health capacity as much as you possibly can, odds are you'll survive the fight. You need to remember that during that fight there is one big important factor there. Right? You've got lots of people that are backing you up. Okay, Joseph C's not easy to take down, but then it's an interesting fight. But don't think you can't do it, because you honestly don't know until you try. I used to be like that as well. Occasionally I can still be like that in a little way, but that's only if I know for sure that I can't do it just yet, but I will attempt to find a way to actually do it. You have to try, or just think of another solution you haven't thought of yet. Or look it up. There's no harm in looking it up to find out what you need to do, man. But trust that you can do it. Just work your way up to it. If you don't feel like you can do it yet, that's fine, but don't think that you can't. Because I'm sure you can.
Jose?
You want to go hunting?
What are you hunting? An elephant?
I wish. No. I saw a huge bear. One of the biggest I ever saw. I reckon nearly 1,000 pounds.
My God. But you need me to come with you.
Of course. Let's go.
Where are we heading exactly?
Up near the Dakota River. Might take a day or two.
I could do with a break from this place.
Oh, me too. It's been a rough couple of weeks. You need anything?
I don't think so. I got all I need.
Let's go then. So you still ain't replaced Boadicea?
Nah, I miss her. She was quite a horse. This one's okay, but ain't no Boadicea.
I've been meaning to offload this big Shire horse for a while now. Unruly bastard.
Where'd you get him?
Some big, loudmouth bastard tried to rob me. Was out riding, so I... Well, you know how it is.
I see.
Let's take him to Valentine. It's on the way, sorta. There's a decent dealer there. We'll unload him, you can buy yourself a new horse. Put your saddle on him, let's get going.
Yeah, but that's part of the challenge, dude. They are weak and they go down easily, but all you have to do is get one of them up at the very least.
And the stables always have the best ones.
And the thing is, one thing I've noticed about a lot of people, I don't know if you're doing this, or I'm not saying that you are, but one of the most common problems I've noticed with most Far Cry players is they don't stay behind cover too often. When I play the game, I constantly stay behind cover, and I mean constantly. That's how I avoid being killed. It's how I avoid even taking a lot of hits during fights. Now, the most important factor about that fight against Joseph Seed is you have to stay behind cover. Poke your head out, fire a few shots, poke your head out, fire a few shots, wait till he disappears, and when he's gone, quickly run over and revive somebody, and then repeat the process. Fire a few shots at him, take him out, revive another one. That's all you have to do. It's as simple as that. You do that and you'll be alright. But don't stand out in the open, whatever you do. Ooh. You'll be ripped to pieces.
remember? Mac went crazy, threatened to kill the whole town. And Davy was passed out so cold we left him there, came back in the next day, and he woke up, started right back drinking again.
I'll miss those boys.
Jenny, too. She had some spot, that girl.
It must be pretty hard on Lenny. You could tell he was sweet on her.
Well, Lenny and Jenny could never have worked. That's like Arthur and Martha, or Bill and Phil.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Does feel a bit like our luck died with them, too.
Nonsense. We'll be all right. Just need some money to get back on our feet.
I hope so. You found a way to offload those Cornwall bonds yet?
Not yet. They're still very hot. Need to be done right. I have a couple of leads I'm looking into. Don't let that big bastard get the better of you there, Arthur.
He's all right.
Well, I wasn't actually referring to blind firing over the top of the surface, but like everything else, dude, you can do it if you practice. You can't expect to know how to do it straight away. I don't blind fire too often, but what I mean is like aim down the sights by sticking your head out, fire a few shots, then go back into cover. Because blind firing, you can still be hit.
I'm going off to the general store. Get a few things to lure
But I know the tactic does work because I've done it. I've done it many times. It's just the key to doing it, but it's not as tough as you might think it is either. Especially if you max your health out.
In the market for a new horse, something strong and fast.
Yeah, well, you're in the right place. I got some beauty.
It also depends on what weapons you're carrying with you. Make sure you have something that can knock people down at close range, like a shotgun. I typically carry the Spas 12 around with me because that can take him out quite easily.
You got papers?
No. No papers.
Well, of course, that's going to affect what I can pay. But your luck's in. I got a fella who's been looking for a decent workhorse like this for a while. He'll pay a good price. Otherwise, I can always stable him here for you. Here, take a look.
No, dude, Far Cry doesn't work like that. It doesn't matter what they shoot in your body. Your head is probably the one thing they can see, but the enemies are the ones that go down in 1 or 2 hits from headshots. You don't. It doesn't matter if you're standing up out in the open or behind cover. Any hit that you take is going to do the same amount of damage to you. That's the way Far Cry is. But if you got hit by an explosion or something, yeah, that'll do a shit ton of damage.
Partner, you got yourself a deal. And a fine new horse.
I hope so.
Well, I don't sell anything other than good animals. You have my word on that. Alright, let's see. Here are your papers. And on me, a new grooming brush. And some treats.
Appreciate it.
All right, you treat this fella well. I know he's gonna look after you just fine.
Looks like a nice animal you got there. You happy?
Guess we'll see.
All right, let's get going. We got quite a ride ahead of us.
Lead the way. So, what's this lake we're heading for?
It's called O'Creagh's Run. Up in...
Let's go to the John. No, the stealth is the same technically, but it's not easy to stay hidden. They can spot you from a much further distance away, and they can see you a lot quicker. The stealth meter will fill very quickly. So if you're gonna go into any stealth situation, you better be prepared to offload a very, very big, powerful weapon on them at the same time. So I don't know. I carry a stealth weapon or two, or maybe two stealth weapons with me, but I've always got something else on me, like an assault rifle or a machine gun or something, just in case it all goes sour. But one of the good things about that is at least you'll have 4 weapons right from the start. Anyway, back in a minute. I'm back.
East of Cumberland Falls. I just hope I can remember how to get there.
Back into the mountains. I sure didn't figure on that.
But this time, we're doing the chasing. So how are things with you and John?
Fine.
Ain't it about time you let it go now?
It was a year, Hosea. He ditched us for a goddamn year.
I've spoken to him many times. He knows he did wrong. He just wants to put it behind him.
I'm sure he does. Running off on that kid is one thing, but there's code. He knows that. He ain't Trelawney.
Bushes or any type of cover, they'll protect you to an extent, yeah. But once you stick your head over that wall, they can see you very quickly.
Nobody else would have been welcomed back that easy after
You just have to be very patient and take your time.
Maybe, but please don't you put that to the test.
Guten Tag. How you doing, my friend?
Okay, I think we need to head right up here.
Nope, it's just got easy, normal, and hard. Far Cry 4 was the one Far Cry game I played the most. Back when I first started streaming, that was one of the games the only games I was playing, because I didn't have a lot of games back then. But boy, what a game that is, even to this day.
That's the lake there. Good. We made it. Let's loop around the other side. Go.
I should really be heading back over to Great Plains, see about Sean.
It's bounty hunters who've got him?
So Trelawney says. Javier and Charles have gone with him to scope it out.
Pretty dangerous going anywhere near Blackwater.
Right, but if he's alive, we gotta try.
Of course.
Go!
Are you gonna grab it then? Look there. Rabbits. Maybe we should catch one to cook. So, like you were saying before...
Sure. Try and shoot one.
Good job. All right. It's getting late. Reckon we should camp here.
Sure.
Then you get us set up.
I'm famished.
Cook that rabbit then. They're delicious on an open fire like this.
Fine by me.
Oh yeah, I think... Didn't you say that when you first came in here? You saw me do that mission without taking any damage. It just goes to show what a lot of hours can do for you.
Go on then.
And it's like I've always said to everybody as well, I didn't mean to do it. I wasn't trying to do it, I just did it. And when I noticed that I'd done that without taking a hit, I thought I've got to save that and upload it, because that's worthy of it.
Okay. After all that.
All right. Well, we better get some rest. I want to be up at first light to find this monster.
He better be worth all this drama.
Morning, Arthur. You ready?
Oh, give me a minute.
Coffee?
Sure.
There you go.
So, what's your plan?
Well, we'll see if we can track him, but we might need to lay bait to draw him out. Bears like fish, obviously.
That's about 4 playthroughs based on the average amount of time. Of course, if you play the game the way I do, you can get it done in half the time.
We'll have a much better chance of getting a good shot in. And if he bolts, we can start right off after him.
Valley of the Yetis is probably the best DLC I've seen for any Far Cry game so far. I'm not keen on Escape from Durgesh, but that's a personal reason as well.
I was virtually weaned on bear meat.
The thing I don't like about Escape from Durgesh is that there's a timer for the entire playthrough. You have to you have like a certain amount of time to get to an extraction zone. And you can reset the timer by doing certain things. However, the game drops you right in at the deep end. The game difficulty is like set to hard. You're in the north. Everything is completely randomized. Nothing is what it used to be in the main game, and it's like you'll probably be destroyed very quickly. But all in all, I don't mind that. What annoys me is the timer. I don't like timers. I want to be able to play a game at my own pace, not like get it done in 20 minutes or else the whole thing is fucked. And I'm like, no. That's just not me. If I want to do that, I'll do it, but that's just not what I like. But Valley of the Yetis, different story altogether. I really enjoyed that one quite a lot.
Okay, let's go.
Probably get about 6 or 7 hours out of it if you push it.
We'll try our luck down by the water. That's where I saw him last.
Okay.
How's that horse treating you?
So far, so good.
You know, I was in this area with Bessie years ago.
Really? I didn't know that. I imagine you still miss her.
Every day.
Did you two ever think about getting out of the life?
We did briefly. You don't remember? Guess you were still young. Didn't last long. I drifted back into it. She understood. She knew what I was.
I remember you not being
Yeah, I played the multiplayer for a little while just to get the platinum trophy for it. But I don't like multiplayer for Far Cry. It's the only reason I haven't platinumed Far Cry 5. I platinumed New Dawn, I platinumed Primal, and I platinumed number 4, but not number 5. If any game has a multiplayer aspect to it, I can pretty much guarantee I won't get a platinum unless the trophies are extremely simple.
Anyway, for now, let's try and chase ourselves a bear, shall we? Let's slip by the water here, see if he's been fishing again recently. Look for tracks. Tongue, bones, any sign of him.
Dung bones.
Well, there's some paw marks here, Hosea. They sure look big enough.
Good. Let's hope it's him. Can you tell which way he went?
This way. Tracks go into those trees. Wait a minute. Something on the ground here.
Half-eaten fish here. Must have been left by our friend, I reckon.
Come on, see if there's anything else. Something else on the ground, just here. There's shit here. Watch your step.
Looks real fresh. Reckon he's got to be close.
Let's keep going. Damn it. Looks like the trail ends here. We lost him?
For now. A little optimism, Arthur.
Well, what do you think?
I think we split up and each look.
Either that or we could place bait here.
That could work. Which do you think?
Let's bait here.
Fine by me. Let's leave the bag over there. By those boulders up ahead, looks like a good spot for it.
I mean, it's an interesting question. I think it's a case of the pros and cons to Mita's playthrough and Saval's playthrough. I think Saval's missions, some of them anyway, are a lot more entertaining. I mainly go with Amita because I agree more with her views than I do Saval's. But I do like a number of her missions. Personally, I think Sabal is more of a fool than Amita is. Because what I've always said is, it's okay to be religious if you want to be, but don't let it fool you into thinking it's going to save your country, because it's not. Amita is a realist. You know, she does whatever she has to do to get by, especially when your country's in ruins, because that's exactly what you have to do at that point. Your faith in your gods is not going to save you. You have to take actions for yourself.
Big scar down his face. Hey, did that bait look okay to you?
I think so. You're the expert.
Ready with your gun there?
I'm good.
I also don't approve of him marrying the children either.
I'm fine.
It's taking everything back to the Dark Ages, and nope. Those are times that the planet does not want to relive.
We only just said it, Jose.
I know, but we need to do this right. Give me a hand here. Got your knife? Shit. Easy. No, it's too close.
You're fine, old man.
Of course I'm fine. It's nothing. Nothing at all.
Thank you, I think. That was fun.
You know what, Arthur Morgan? I'm a little old and beaten up to be after the biggest game. You can have this.
What is it?
It's a map. A man in a bar gave it to me. Well, I stole it from him, but that's another story.
Well, Pagan Min has some correct views about things to do, but I still would shoot him in the head given half a chance, because the guy's a tyrant.
You saved my life.
The truth is, none of the leaders in that game were actually within their rights to do the things that they did when it came to exterminating lives.
Track that monster. Well,
or turning everything into a freaking dictatorship, stealing children and forcing them to work in mines, or marrying children. You know, and just even I know even turning the country into a drug state was a bad idea, but it was the only resource that they had. That's as far as I was willing to let it go. But Pagan was a tyrant. He killed a lot of people simply for the sake of just doing it. The man was not right in the head. But at the same time, he was also a victim. You know, he lost his mind after his daughter was murdered. I mean, his people, when they first came over from Hong Kong, they murdered the heir to the throne, and they took the country for themselves.
Okay, then.
They had no right to do that, but that's what they did.
Must be near.
Yeah, see, Mohangali was a decent man to begin with, but he did the wrong thing when he chose to murder Pagan's daughter. You know, I mean, as angry as he had every right to be, he shouldn't have killed her. There was no need for that at all. I mean, the thing about war is, right, and the thing about being stuck in a country like that, I can't even pretend to know what it must be like. That's the way I look at it. I look at it from a somewhat realistic standpoint. How would you feel if you were trapped in a country like that, fighting every day for your life to try and take down an evil tyrant? What war does really, really fucked up things to people, man. It sounds to me like he lost his mind as well. I may lose my mind if I was stuck in a situation like that. It doesn't make any of it right. A lot of the time, the people that do bad things, they were victims themselves at one point. That's usually the case. But at the same time, you could also blame him because he was the one that sent Ishwari undercover to work in Pagan's inner circle. You know, but yeah, I mean, it looks to me like Ishwari was the only person that actually tried to do the right thing. You know, it was a tough thing to get through. Boom, 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 boom. Out of the damn way.
Those scars anywhere. Looks like Barati met his match at last, huh? I congratulate. Bye. Maybe see you down the road. Hello, sir. First time here, I think.
No, you have to forgive me, man. I can't remember that particular story. I didn't indulge too much into the alternate backstories that were going on there. Or if I did, I only read it once. Level 2 horseman. Level 1 sharpshooter. Level 4 hunter. Anything on level 3? Nope.
Hello. Face there. Nothing quite like wearing your best day's work. Take care. If you're traveling, let's see along the way. Hats and gloves made to measure.
Alright, seeing as I'm in this area, let's go and... Oh dear. Shangri-La, well, in the Far Cry universe was real. Yes, it actually existed. The tankers that you find all over the place are kind of enchanted, I guess you could say. Because I know Far Cry has a mystical aspect to the universe, thanks to its ties to Assassin's Creed and everything. The tankers just make the person looking at it relive the experience, as that warrior Kalinag did back in the day. But yeah, it actually did happen there. I didn't understand that at first, but I cottoned onto it eventually. I could never understand the mystical side to Far Cry. I never could. But until people started making the connections between the Assassin's Creed universe and like even like the Splinter Cell universe, all of that, it started to make sense. There hasn't been like a definitive confirmation from Ubisoft themselves, but I think it's fair to say that they don't need to do it because we can see the universes are all connected. And it's the only thing that would make freaking sense, that's for sure. I'm not going the right way, am I? Where is this bloody... Where's the beaver? Hold on a minute. He's not around here. Oh yeah, I mean, there's far more than Easter eggs in it, dude. There's actual evidence that proves it. Like when you look at what do you call it? When you look at some of the things that happened in Far Cry New Dawn, like for example, like one of the expeditions is the government plane crash site. You find Sam Wilson's logs in there from Splinter Cell. You also find his suit. So you know that Splinter Cell is in the same universe as Far Cry. And given a lot of the things that happened in Assassin's Creed, I don't know if it was Odyssey or Origins, but when it comes to like some of the ancient races that they came across that had those, what do you call it, the apples of Eden, that gave people the magnificent abilities that they had. And so, wow, that's a funny coincidence that you have the apples of Eden in Far Cry New Dawn that give people the exact same abilities. I mean, I personally think that Joseph Seed came across one of those ancient beings, or some of the ancient technology, and allowed it. I mean, he may have thought that he was seeing God, when really what he was seeing was like the remnants of an ancient being that was telling him about what was going to happen. It was warning him that the world was coming to an end. Now, if you're a religious person, you may see that as God talking directly to you. How do you explain the bliss? How do you explain the Shangri-La? There's all this stuff you can see is clearly connected. I mean, my friend Colin, he's played the Assassin's Creed games, and he's played the Far Cry games with me. He was one of the people that pointed it out. He said, "Dude, there are so many similarities between Assassin's Creed and Far Cry. It's actually pretty scary." He told me about the apples of Eden. He told me about the ancient civilizations, the things that they could do, and I'm like, wow. When you look at the things that these ancient civilizations could do, the people from thousands of years ago could do with these apples, and then you look at it at some point down the line, which is now. It's all the same stuff. He said the apples of Eden. I was like, wow, well, that's a very interesting thing. I never thought of it that way. So, but it would certainly explain it. Even if it hasn't been confirmed, it certainly does explain it. I'll give it that. So I'll stick with that. Basically, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna stick with that because it's the only thing that makes sense to me. Where is this thing? Oh, damn it. The beaver had to go through the water, didn't he?
Ain't close.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, I know there were a number of the apples originally from Assassin's Creed. And I was saying, what if thousands of years down the line the apples actually evolved and they integrate themselves into the earth itself? I mean, because it would explain why the trees that were spawning the rest of the apples came to be, especially after an apocalypse. What if it mutated? What if it evolved? What if they just changed over time and they still had the same abilities, but more and more people could actually partake of the apple itself? Gives them superhuman strength, superhuman speed, the ability to see the future. Well, one of the common things was the ability to see visions, things that hadn't happened yet. And I was like, well, that would certainly explain a few things then. Oh, where is this damn beaver? He must be up here. Oh. No wonder I'm getting confused. Look at this. Where are you, you giant wood chipper?
Gotta be close.
Yeah, Ethan looked like he turned into some sort of mutated yeti. I think it was just an idea that they, you know, recycled a little bit and upgraded it, but I don't know, could be connected to everything that we've discussed. But all I know is that if you look at the big picture, everything that you've seen in Assassin's Creed, in fact you should know more about it than I should anyway, but if you look at the whole thing, it makes sense. It really does, doesn't it? I mean, it's not like I can even argue against it, because the truth is I can't. I think the story makes perfect sense. There you are. Big fucking thing. The size of it. Right, come here. Yeah, I can't remember exactly which one of them explained the story of the ancient people that used to live on Earth, which were probably like aliens or something like that. I don't know if it was Odyssey or if it was Origins. But if you hear about these apples of Eden, and you look at the things that they could do, and you look at what happened to the people that partook of the technology, you can't. You tell me that there are no similarities between that and what goes on in Far Cry. Because my goodness, I was blown away when I heard it.
Easy, whoa.
Oh, panther. Nice. Interesting knife. Gold nugget. What the hell? Civil War hat. Plenty of shit to loot in this place. Well, sounds like you've really gotten into the Assassin's Creed games, man. Certainly hope you enjoy them.
Come on, girl. Go. Easy there, easy. Whoa, girl. Easy now.
Fucking snakes. Make me agitate as well.
You're okay, girl.
see you again, sir.
It's me again.
Right, let's see. Oh, I'd pay just about any price for this. Quality hide makes the hardiest clothes around. Don't doubt it. Thanks. Hold on. Posters made to order.
You're all right, girl.
Let's make our way back.
Yeah.
Actually, can't think that. I need to recharge.
Nice fire. Mind if I warm my bones? Y'all knew this was Murphy Hills. You should be careful where you're camping.
I can look after myself. Besides, it's a free country.
Free country? No. Everything bought and paid for. And we gonna protect what's ours. Y'all be careful where you wander. Come on, let's go. I think you got the message.
Gonna kill you next time.
Not if I kill you first.
Okay, girl.
Ah, you're Egyptian, I didn't know that. Yeah, it's always fun when it's set somewhere close to home. Slow my horse down before I kill it.
Easy.
Hey, come back here.
Decent hunt, girl.
Yeah, I own Far Cry 3. Well, the remaster version that came out of Far Cry 5. Played it a few times.
There, girl.
My legs all numb. Please hurry. Well, aren't you going to help? Oh, thank you. Thank you. You saved me. Oh, that was bad.
Okay. Sure.
I could have been stuck here and starved or eaten. Oh, you poor, dumb animal. Oh. What'll I tell Mildred? Well, thank you.
You need a ride home, ma'am?
Oh yes, mister, please. Thank you. Do you know Valentine? I live there.
All right, girl. No problem.
I've only played it a couple of times, so I've just played it on normal difficulty. It's the thing about Far Cry 3 is it's because it's a little more scaled down than the newer versions. I found it kind of difficult to play it because I went backwards. You see, the first Far Cry game I really loved was number 4.
It's just me and my boy now, and it's hard.
And then I played Primal, and I played 5, and then I played number 3.
Opportunity. That's what I'm looking for. Not much work for a woman.
So I mean, it's when you go backwards like that, you see how less advanced the earlier games actually are, and so it's difficult to actually adapt to it.
Sounds promising. Also doesn't sound real.
So the ignorant arseholes out there, they can say what they want about it, but the truth is, the games aren't exactly carbon copies of each other. They have similar situations in which the character has to deal with, I get that, but in all honesty, all of the games are different in their own way. They're not identical. I don't care what they say, because I definitely know that they're not.
I may not have another opportunity like this. Now I'll have to pay Mildred back for her horse.
It sure sounds like you're in a hard position.
You finding me is the only good thing that's happened to me in a long while, sir.
My only serious problem with number 5 and New Dawn is the fact that the deputy and the captain are silent protagonists. I don't like silent protagonists in like almost every game, not all of them. But Far Cry is the kind of game that, you know, it's come too far in order for you to just give us freaking silent protagonists. They should give us actual characters to relate to or understand.
Thank you for all your help.
You know, that's what I don't like about it. In some games, silent protagonists can work, like Doom. Doom has always had a silent protagonist, and I understand why he's quiet. I get it. I can accept that. But I have misgivings about getting the next Far Cry game, because if they take this approach again, I may not even play it. Because I don't want to see more silent protagonists in a game like this. Because I don't know, they chose character customization over actually having a real character, and I'm like, why? Because the customization only primarily applies to when you're playing co-op or multiplayer. That's all. Why is that more important than actually just giving us a real character? They gave us one in Far Cry 3. They gave us one in Primal, and they gave us one in number 4. And the thing is about the protagonist in number 3, what's his name, Jason Brody. He's a lot more real, because he went down a very, very dark path in that game, and he had to pull himself out of it in the end. You know, he went pretty dark, and that's because of what the situation did to him, and that's what I like. It was the realism behind the character development. See, when it comes to RJ Gale, he didn't quite go down that road, even after everything that he went through. And while I'm cool with it, I'm like, well, I'm not so sure I'd be very clear-headed after going through a civil war like that.
Easy now.
What's howling?
Who goes there? Coming in.
Not going out. Oh, I had to drop my dough, didn't I? I can get another one now.
Whoa, easy. Sure, won't take long.
Oh no, I wouldn't say he doesn't know the situation, dude. He does. He's just... that depends on how you play as him. That's all it comes down to. But yeah, he is just he's very laid back, given that situation. You know, and it's like I said, I'm cool with it. At least he's a character. I'm cool with it. I'm alright. But the approach they took with Brody's character number 3 was a lot more realistic. Because he was nothing like that right in the start. He was scared. The guy was scared. And eventually, the further he got into the situation he was trying to deal with, the more he changed. The darker he became, the stronger the warrior he was. It was everything like that. But then again, it's one of those games that it ends depending on what you decide to do. You know, that's the kind of stuff I like, is character development. Character development is very important to me, and it's what makes a fantastic story. Even if people do like to be ignorant about it, it doesn't change the facts. And facts are more important than opinions, I always say. And I'm a fact person, more so than opinions.
Nice. That's a decent size.
Hey, you okay, Miss Karen?
Dandy?
Morning, Mr. Morgan.
Well, they haven't killed me yet. No.
Who ain't?
The boys around here.
Tell him he's fine, Arthur.
You ain't fine, boy. Watch yourself.
Ignore Arthur. He's only teasing.
Let's do it.
Hey, come on.
Let's do it all, Mr. Morgan.
We could really use some more meat, Mr. Morgan.
Fine. One of us now.
There's a perfect pelt. Take it.
I look forward to seeing what you can turn that into, Morgan.
Alright, I'm just gonna get myself another beverage. Back in a minute. I'll reply to those messages when I get back. Oh, hang on. Oh. I'm back.
How are you?
Pretty good.
Excellent.
Yeah, poker is something that hasn't interested me in any games that's appeared in. Even this, there's poker in Red Dead Redemption. I don't like it. If I knew how to play the game, I'd probably be more into it. But you literally have to know how to play poker anyway, so I'm like, nope, I'm good with that. But it's one of the things I really like about the later Far Cry games, is there are a lot more activities to do. The activities in number 3 were limited.
Arthur. Dutch? Miss O'Shea?
Well, feels like we are finally getting back on our feet.
You, find a buyer for them bonds we stole?
Not yet, but Jose is working on it.
When we heading west?
Soon? I don't know.
Feels like things have changed. The whole world's changed. But they don't want folk like us no more. We're being hunted.
We are smarter than them. Only the feeblest of men take jobs in the government.
I hope so.
Trust Dutch, Mr. Morgan. You have to.
They got Micah! Dutch! Arthur!
What's going on?
They got Micah. He's been arrested for murder. He was in Strawberry.
It's okay, son. Breathe.
They nearly lynched me. They got Micah and the sheriffs in Strawberry.
And there's talk of hanging him.
Here's open.
Arthur,
What? The fool brought this on himself.
you know my feelings about him,
You
Dutch.
think I can't see past his bluster to the heart inside? He is a fine man.
No, I ain't saving that fool.
I can't go. My face will be all over West Elizabeth. I am asking. He would do it for you.
I don't think he would, but fine, all right.
Arthur.
You okay, Lenny?
Yeah, of course I'm okay.
You don't seem okay.
You take that kid into town. Valentine, not Strawberry. Get him drunk. And Arthur, no crazy business.
I've given that up.
And you get Micah out of that jail.
Come on, son. I'll get to it, Dutch. Just can't drop everything.
Yeah, number 3 certainly has the story and the characters that go with it. You've got the outpost as always, but the other activities, not so much. Not that they're non-existent, they're just not so much.
I rode as fast as I could, didn't stop for nothing.
Yeah, you look like you.
There's a significant leap between activities from number 3 to number 4. And there was quite a lot of them in Far Cry Primal as well. Number 5 has quite a lot of them. New Dawn just reduced quite a bit, but it's alright. There's still plenty of crazy shit to do in it.
Yes, I do.
He was half soaked before we even got there. Then we ran into some fellas. One of them Micah knew, drank some more. And this is supposed to be a dry town we're in too.
Then he shoots one of them. I know how that goes.
Couldn't even tell you quite how. Happened like the strike of a match. The law was on us fast too. They was ready to strangle me up there and then. But I got away, just about.
You're all right now. We'll take care of it.
So you gonna go get him? I'll come with you.
No, you leave it to me. For now, let's drink some. Forget about Micah.
It was drink that started all this.
We'll just have a couple. Settle you down, then head back, okay?
Okay.
Now, I should warn you. Me and a couple of the other boys, we got in a bit of a fight last time we was here.
What kind of fight?
Oh, nothing big. No, we kept it clean. We're all good.
If you say so, Arthur.
I'm not sure about what that trophy is or achieve. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's John. Sorry, John. I didn't realize you were there. I thought I was talking to Ethan. Yeah, I'm not surprised you got it purely by luck.
Just one or two, right, Arthur?
Of course, just a drink. No big drama. Can we get a couple beers, please?
I don't want no trouble.
You'll get none from me. I was defending myself.
Tommy, he's...
He'll be fine. Here, have one for yourself.
Thank you.
Micah seemed to know a lot of people. That was the problem.
How you mean?
Yeah, the older games will be bare bones.
Crazy stuff, but Micah...
A lot of crazy stuff. Will you shut up? Will you shut up? Be quiet, buddy.
Oh, they're dullard. My lord.
See, I played number 2 for a short time, but I lost interest in that one very easily. That's why I never played number 3.
People been leaving me alone for the last 10 years. I'm bored with being left alone. Will you shut the hell up? Get the hell off me! Get out of here! Don't come back. Hey, One last drink.
I've never done that.
Oh.
That's funny.
That's a great partner. Lenny, where are you?
Well, that gap was probably a good thing. See, my friend Colin was the same. He didn't want to play number 3 because of his experiences with 1 and 2. But he was very surprised at how different number 3 was, and that's why he bought number 4. Now, when number 4 came out, he gave me one of the keys to Kirat so I can play on co-op with him. And he said, "Dude, trust me, this game is actually very good. I want you to try it." I said, "Okay, I'll take your word for it." I trusted his judgment. And literally the second I started playing it, I fell in love with it. And then I couldn't stop playing it. Now look at me. I mean, just because I don't like Far Cry 2 and 1, you know, that's cool. That's just me personally. I'm not saying they're bad games or anything. I know a lot of people do like them, and that's what's more important. As long as everyone's objective about it, I'm cool.
Lenny? Sorry. Found my friend. You know where it went?
Afraid I don't know.
What are you doing, kid?
Hello, offer. You know what? I don't know.
Man, why ain't you never married?
No one would have me.
That's the thing, you see, because it... Lenny? Lenny! Get away from me! Yeah. Lenny, where are you at? Come on! Lenny!
Lenny!
Leave the kid alone, you goddamn animals! Who do you think you're talking to? Nobody. I'm talking to nobody.
I look so ridiculous with my Civil War hat on.
I said, what did you say? Get off, buddy. Shut up, mister. Yeah, shut your mouth, mister.
Oh my god, that fucking hat looks so funny. I don't know. I just found it, so I thought, well, just leave it on and see how ridiculous I look. Oh my god.
There you are, Lenny.
How many of you had, pal?
A couple of thousand.
Lenny, where are you hiding now? Lenny!
I'm Clyde. You got the wrong fella.
Been looking all over for you, Lenny.
That's Tommy.
Found you, Lenny.
Lenny, what are you talking about?
Lenny! Lenny, my boy.
Just go home, will you?
Ah, there it is.
You're a good friend to me, Arthur.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Not you again.
That's the thing about nearly every gaming franchise, it has a significant leap in evolution at some point. Some just take a while to catch up. See, for me, maybe Assassin's Creed hasn't leapt to that point just yet. But that's just me. Just for me only. Oh shit, I killed the guy. Oh well. Never!
Stop right now, you drunken fool! I said stop!
Dude, I know that already. You've seen me talking to the Civil War guys a few times now. Spoke to them right from day one. Oh, I lost my hat. Oh well. You moron, Morgan.
Not again.
Ew. Hmm. Oh damn it, my horse is 1,000 miles away. Where is she? It. Go. Boy. Go boy. Where's my horse? Oh my god. It's all the way in Valentine. Oh well, okay. Not to worry. Just gonna see this clown over here. Never! Okay, I heard a gunshot.
Don't understand this at all. Hey, over here!
What's the problem?
Problem? No, there's no problem. Quite the contrary. Well, there is a problem. For me, but not for you.
All right. I ain't got time for
No, wait! Give me a minute of your life. I might just change it forever. I'm sure you will have heard of me. Maximo Cristobal Valdespino, the renowned explorer.
Can't say I have.
There has been much written about me. I once had high tea with the Viceroy of India. I helped liberate South America. I've climbed mountains and swum across seas. I have had many women. I've spent the last 3 months hunting treasure on the American frontier. Beautiful country. Reminds me a lot of Almeria. But tomorrow I set sail for the island of Shikoku in the Japanese archipelago in search of the legendary Tokushima Sapphire.
Well, good for you.
No, hold on.
A real
You
one
see
that
this
still
map
thinks
here?
it's going
It was
on.
made by the Jackhole gang. They rob banks all the way from here to California.
I don't remember any Captain Russell.
Oh, them you have heard of, but me? Huh. Well, rumor has it they buried gold somewhere in this area, but were killed before they could retrieve it. They created 2 maps to ensure it was well hidden. This is the first and should lead you to the second. You just need to follow the landmarks drawn here.
Me?
Yes! Unfortunately, I am out of time now, but I am prepared to sell it to you for the low price of $10. A trifling investment for a man such as you, given the potential returns.
What the hell? Why not?
A very wise investment. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Boom. Alright, seeing as I'm in this area, let's go and get Swanson, because that, well, at least that way I'll get my horse back. Who's firing shots now? Cut it out. Whose horse is that? Oh, they're just wild ones. Could always steal one, I guess.
Stay.
Stay here, boy. Or girl, or whatever you are. Who are you? It's a thoroughbred. Hello.
You're all right.
Hey, get back here. There's a damn train, you crazy bastard! Where's the thoroughbred? I've lost track of it now. Which one are you? That one. That's it. Can the rest of you horses, like, go away? Or are you all the same?
No, wait.
Yeah, come here. Come here, you. I want you, horsey. Where are you? I like to occasionally steal horses from the wild. Not while they keep running around, though. Come here, you. You're right on the edge of a cliff as well. Why, horse?
Hi there. I ain't gonna hurt you.
No, but this horse is gonna hurt me. Come here, you. Come on. I like your colors.
Stay calm.
Pretty sure that's Hosea's horse, isn't it? I think, anyway. Get away from the edge. Come on. That's it, come closer. Good boy. You are a boy, aren't you? Yep. You are a boy, aren't you? You must be smart or something, boy.
good. Easy.
Not near the edge, not near the edge. Jesus Christ, horse.
Nice try. Whoa! There we are, boy.
That's it.
Easy, boy. Good boy. That's good. Good boy. Good boy. Good job. That's it.
Right, at least I've bonded with this thing, so...
Reverend, where are you?
Oh wait, hold on a minute. No, come to think of it, I do believe I know who you're talking about. He's right there. I think he barricaded himself inside this building. And he thought that the war was still going on or something. I ran into him once. Yeah, because I think I remember I came up here to see what this was about. I can't remember if I shot him. And then I went down the other way. Yeah, I do remember him now. I do remember him.
Mr. Morgan, I took your advice, sir. I took your advice.
Then your god has finally deserted you. What you talking about?
I took your advice, sir. I have removed myself from Morpheus's embrace. No more shall I sink, sir. I am free. I am free.
You don't seem free, friend. You seem drunk.
Sit down, Reverend. We ain't finished.
You ain't finished. Look at him. He's finished.
None of us forced liquor down his throat. Friend, I just want him to play.
Now, firstly, we ain't friends. Don't make no mistake on that subject. Now, secondly, he can't hardly see, let alone reason. Now, reasoning ain't never been one of my strong points neither, but seeing I do just fine. You want to step outside or deal with business here?
I just want him to finish the game.
Why can't we all just get along? These are good men, Arthur. They're children of God. They're children of God.
Oh. How's about you playing his place, huh? That seems fair?
Fair?
Sure. You want a game?
I can't, partners. I don't mean to spoil your fun. I got things to do.
You sure?
Quite sure. I gotta get him out of here. Come on, Reverend, let's get you home. Where'd he go?
I don't know. I was talking to you.
Gentlemen. Reverend! Swanson! Where'd you go?
Reverend Swanson! Get back over here. I think Kratos is attacking him right now. Yeah, still hasn't learned how to contain his anger.
You'll keep. You stay out of it. Get your hands off.
Hey, you, God of War, come here.
Son of a bitch.
Arthur Morgan will kick your ass.
He's with me.
That'd be funny, wouldn't it? All the people that kick his ass would be Arthur Morgan. That's a concept.
You're going down. They're damn fools. I'll kill you both.
Stop it! Oh, felt that. I am the law. See, even the sheep find it funny.
Hey, you, get back here. You better stop right there. Stay away from me. Son of a bitch. Where do you think you're going? Stop. I said stop, damn it.
Okay. Please, don't hurt me.
You tell anyone what you saw back there, you're a dead man. You understand me?
Yep. I won't tell a soul. I promise.
This never happened. Okay. Reverend! Get off the damn tracks! Have you lost your mind?
Huh, now my other horse magically just reappeared here now. Oh well.
Come on! A friend! It's just a simple mistake. You can
Still be saved. Oh. Quick.
What have you done with your foot? It appears to like this place and wants to stay.
Get your foot out of here! Twist your leg, you drunken bastard! Get it! Come on!
Thanks, sir.
Oh, no, you don't! What the hell is wrong with you?
What the hell is wrong with you? Throwing me off a bridge like
There
that?
was a goddamn train, you crazy bastard!
Have I been bad again, Mr. Morgan? I'm sorry. I wish I was different.
Let's get you home.
Home? Yeah, that's a wonderful idea. I could have tea with Margaret.
Margaret? Who's Margaret?
But...
You're all right, girl.
Amen.
Will you shut up?
please. I told him.
Tea, please.
I was wondering when he'd show up.
He lost the plot, Ms. O'Shea.
You better sleep your way to salvation, my friend.
Oh, what happened?
Just the usual.
Poor bastard.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, Mr. Morgan. I'll keep an eye on him.
He was lucky this time. Real lucky.
He was lucky. Real lucky.
Hello, Arthur.
Hello, good sir.
What are you doing?
What's it look like I'm doing?
It looks like you're reading.
Let me get this off you, girl.
Just making conversation.
I'm sorry. I was being catty.
You're very purty. I'm sorry, I'm not being forward or nothing, but you are.
You're very sweet. Strange and horrible and an O'Driscoll, but sweet.
I'm not an O'Driscoll, miss.
Okay, well, whatever you say.
There he is.
Oh, what is it now?
Don't worry. I ain't gonna kill you.
Oh, well, good.
Hi, Susan. Hello, Miss O'Shea.
Hey.
Mrs. Adler.
You don't have to feel sorry for me.
Herr Morgan! Herr Morgan!
Mr. Strauss.
You busy, my friend?
Why?
I'll cut you in.
Loaning. Already?
You know how it is. People is happy to borrow off someone like me, but more enthusiastic paying back to someone like you.
Of course. Who are they?
Let me see. Chick Matthews works at Guthrie Farm. He's a hand, I believe. Mr. Roble, the small holder at Painted Sky, runs the operations there, badly. Miss Lily Millet is a ranch maid up at Emerald Ranch.
And here was me believing Dutch's bluster about us helping folk.
It's legal work, Mr. Morgan. Debtors belong in prison. We are doing them a favor.
Aye. I'll make sure they see it in them terms.
Put the debts in the deed box and try not to kill them. It's very bad for business.
Very bad for business.
Of course you do. Goes without saying.
What am I gonna do?
You're gonna suffer.
I'll just remember what to do about the Revelator mission next time. Otherwise you'll be stuck with the same situation and it won't activate.
Ah, Mr. Morgan. You seem chipper? But where there's life, there's hope, my friend. And? Boy. Yeah.
I guess so, if that's the total amount. It's not like there's a lack of anything to do in that game, because there isn't. It's probably the only Far Cry game I've seen that has the most stuff to do. Rough. Oh.
I've been in tougher places than this.
Bum ba dum bum bum.
Finest meats here. Nowhere else. That's a nice horse. Happy to buy it. That's a nice addition on a saddle. Best to have a good saddle that'll hold up. Nice. You only live once, lest you're a cat. Nice bit of grooming. People take notice. That's a good-looking horse now. It's nice to give a little special grooming. That's a good name for a horse.
It's a good name for a silver horse, you mean? Yeah. Oh, grey horse. What the hell was that? It's a buttermilk, isn't it? Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You played a good game of
First
poker?
time in Smithfields?
I'll tell you, the place ain't what it used to be. The place ain't.
Oh, you.
Don't think I've seen you here before.
Howdy, handsome.
Welcome.
All
I'll
them
have
Redskins.
you neated up in no
Are you
time.
interested in some company?
I tell you.
Nope.
Well, that's
I
too
wouldn't
bad.
watch my family freeze to death in the winter of '72. If I'd known about it, you wretches.
That's, looks pretty good.
You ain't worth two shits whole damn lot here. You're worth one
There's just something
tree,
so manly about you.
one buffalo, one redskin.
Making me blush.
I shot 19 of them once. Well, buffalo, not redskins. I don't know how many redskins I killed, but they deserved it.
Damn
They
near
were
a work of art.
I wouldn't charge
So I
you for
sent them
attention.
to hell. Should
Nah,
thank
I'm
me.
gonna hold you to that.
All you fools should thank me.
Okay. Guess we're about through here.
You ain't scaring nobody.
You need to open your eyes. Hello.
Wild West don't around here. Ain't nothing.
Yeah, but the names of horses I'm looking at are now are real names, not ones I just made up exclusively in this game. I've been doing research into horses' names, different types. There's so many breeds of horses around the world, and there's lists of different names that they use. And oddly enough, some of the names I thought of for my various horses are names that people actually use.
Yeah.
Venom is a name that they use for a silver horse. I was looking at lists of silly names as well. Some of those names are quite funny.
Slow up now.
Driscoll's got this freak?
These fucking assholes.
Fellas, you best clear off.
Yeah, I'll clear off alright. I have to clear you off.
Shoot the food! Your sorry fate! Do that, folks!
All of them?
Goddamn idiots. Should've let me cross.
Yeah, one of the things I've noticed that a lot of people do when they name their horses, they do name them after things like kings, queens, gods, or mythical figures, which is fair enough. I understand why they do, because even Arthur named his original horse Boadicea. That was after a queen. You know, so it's a good thing, because I mean, like, one of the names that comes up for a grey horse is Jupiter. I mean, I could just as easily call a silver horse Venus. Or name them after a food. Take that. It's also a thing in the military as well, I've noticed. They name a lot of their vehicles after, you know, animals and certain figures and other things. Even the names of countries or locations. There's so many options when it comes to naming animals, you know, and just objects. You know, a friend of mine, Christina, she's got 3 dogs, two boys and one female, and she named the boys Thor and Loki. I called the female Sif. I was like, okay, well, nice little group of Norse figures there. Well done.
Whoa.
Talk all you want, lady. It won't make no difference.
Prison transport. Keep clear.
This isn't right. Let me out of here. Please don't leave me in here.
I don't normally do this, but I thought I'd do it just this once.
Oh, come on. Let me out of here. Whew, thank God for that. I have no money to repay you, but I do have some information that might suit your skill set. My husband, may he rot, told me about a shack somewhere north of Rhodes. Apparently, it's a gathering place for lowlifes.
Huh.
Thank you, really. I'll be on my way.
Sure, but you got a hightail, trust me. Yep.
So that's what happens, eh? Interesting.
Yep.
So the woman was innocent. Well, defended herself. Knock knock, Mr. Roble.
Knock knock, Mr. Roble.
No, przepraszam, co pan robi w moim domu?
God damn it. English? You speak English?
Me, Silesia.
Yeah, good for
Upper
you.
Silesia.
I'm here for money. You borrow from a German man?
Aha, German. Mein Herr, sprechen das Kaiserreich.
I don't speak German neither. I'm here for money. Money. You borrowed from Leopold Strauss.
Leopold Strauss.
Yeah. So it's time to pay. Where is it?
Oh, well, no, have nothing. It's very bad winter.
We've all had a bad winter, pal. Where is it?
Oh, no. Nie.
Nie.
Now, you remember where you're keeping that silver?
Potrzebuję trochę czasu. Znajdę ci pieniądze.
Oh, still don't understand you. God damn it, you have a debt to Herr Strauss. Pay up!
Stop! Już nie mam siły! Już nie mam siły!
No. Please, no. Don't have money, but I have this. It's good. It's good. It's valuable. It's Warsaw, yes.
I have your things. Okay? I have anything in here or out there.
Yes.
What you got behind there?
Co? Przepraszam, nie rozumiem.
Move aside.
Prusakom nie można ufać. Amerykańcom też.
Better be something somewhere. What do we have here?
Moja obrączka, nie!
Just keep quiet.
No.
Yes.
Nie rób tego! I must eat, proszę!
Okay, that should about cover things.
You dirty, or is that just your colours showing? There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, but you know me already, dude. I'm not really fussed about paying for the animals or just find them out in the wild. There's more than enough money in the game to just get these things. In fact, in my personal view of it, based on what I've actually seen with my own eyes, you get too much money in this game. I mean, I found it harder to get money in GTA. This game, I thought it was going to be very difficult to get cash. I really did, but it's not. It's so easy. I know there's plenty of things that are for free, but I'm not fussed about just buying them. I don't really care, in all honesty. Most of the horses that I want, I get out in the wild anyway.
Dumbass. Hope you had a good old time.
I'm investing in interest in actually recruiting more wild horses like the one I'm using now. I think this is one of the thoroughbreds I saw last time. It was standing next to the black one I was using. I was quite impressed with it. Was it black or was it brown? I can't remember which one it was. Either way, it was a pretty horsey. Too much potent whiskey. Medicine. Give me my medicine!
How did you get on, Herr Morgan?
Called in on the small holder, Robel. Didn't even speak English.
Good, very good.
My pleasure.
Well, if it's pleasure you're after, there is one other. This farmer preacher fellow I met in Valentine, Mr. Downs.
The opinionated little do-gooder? Yeah, I know the one. I certainly know the type.
Thank you, Herr Morgan.
There's no need to thank me. Like you said, it's pleasure I'm after.
He's more slippery than he seems. I've tried being polite. Don't take any nonsense.
Nonsense? Me?
If he doesn't have the money, beat him.
I usually do.
I know. I know.
And I'll beat him and get very sick from it. Wait a minute. Something's missing. Miss Grimshaw?
Mr. Morgan!
Ah.
Mr. Morgan!
Yes, Miss Grimshaw.
One of the girls saw that friend of yours, Mary Gillis, sniffing about.
Mary?
Yes. I never liked that woman, Mr. Morgan. Funny business.
Being hopeful and happy. So cheer up, all of you, cheer up.
Dear Arthur, I've written this letter 100 times or more, and I cannot get it right. It's me. You know it's me from the bad handwriting. I know I said when we last spoke, and I was going off to get married, that we would not speak again. I know I said a lot of things, and I meant them. I suppose, at the time, but I'm not so proud as to not speak to people who care for me, or cared for me. I've been in Valentine for a couple of months. I had some bad luck, and, well, it's a long story and not an interesting one, but I am here for now. I saw a couple of the girls, or whatever the polite term is for them, that ran with you and your associates in town, and I heard tell of a man who sounded like you. I would love to see you again, if you could spare me a little bit of your time. I'm renting a room at Chadwick Farm, just north of Valentine. Yours, Mary Linton.
Hey, Pearson.
Fellas?
There we go.
Well, the joke about social distancing is, as troublesome as it's been since they started doing it, it's still very effective. It's probably something they should do if another plague breaks out on the planet. Because, I mean, if Russia can do it, and shut down their borders immediately, and the rest of us could do exactly the same thing. Just depend on who's using their fucking brains properly, whichever country that is. And that hurt. Ow. Damn it. Ow. Ow, 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 ow.
Shit.
Gonna feel that tomorrow, Arthur.
Come on, boy. Idiot.
The hell?
I got bit. Oh God. Oh.
You silly sausage.
Medicine or a siphon. Oh. Oh.
All right. All right. Quit moaning.
Oh. Oh God.
Let's keep this between us.
Oh, you saved my life. I owe you.
Got that right.
I do.
Stay away from my horse.
Now,
He bites. I called him Venom for a reason. Out the way, pronghorns.
Mr. Thomas Downs?
Yep, that's me.
You owe me money.
Oh, no, I'm...
We ain't a charity, Mr. Downs.
I said I would get the money, and I will. Just, I can't for a while.
Oh, come here, you maggot.
Please, sir. I'll...
Really? Threaten me, would you?
Please. I have a family, sir. Please.
I don't care about your family. Why'd it have to come to this, huh?
Believe me, sir. I didn't want this either.
You ain't such a do-gooder, are you? If you're running out on debt...
I'm not running anywhere. I'm doing my best for you. This is not forgiveness of my debt. This is just a stay.
You are a slippery little bastard. But I got you now.
Please, please, show some compassion. Please.
If you'd been good, this wouldn't be happening. You borrowed money from my business partner, Herr Strauss. You owe him, you took the money. He wants it back, what's not to understand? Where's our money?
I don't have it.
Sell your place.
We already owe more than it's worth.
Then sell your wife, or your family, or something. We ain't your idea of charity. Is that clear?
Thomas!
What are you looking at?
Thomas!
I said what you looking at, woman.
My husband isn't well. If we could just have more...
Like I said, we ain't nobody's idea of charity. Get us the money.
How did you get on?
Not so good. He's almost dead. And they seem more or less destitute. You were a fool for lending them the money.
Well, people who aren't desperate don't seem so interested in my propositions.
Of course.
He's almost dead. You will all pay for your sins.
There she is.
Good morning.
How are you holding up?
It's like a nightmare I can't wake up from.
It will get better, Mrs. Hadley.
Okay, Arthur.
Before you come any closer, the answer is no. What did I want? You wanted money.
Just a little. Just a little.
You already owe me a lot.
I am not well. I think I'm dying. I need...
If you are dying, how do you plan to repay me?
Oh, you are a heartless little swine. You really are.
Dissension in the ranks. For a split second I thought that was a real clap of thunder outside. Fucking hell, these headphones are loud.
What's wrong? Thought you'd be happy to be off that mountain.
Oh, I don't know.
You ain't been yourself for a while. Well, I should get back to it.
All right.
To in town told me about a curse.
Good morning, Arthur. You'll work it out, Dutch. You always do.
If you say so. Where's Miss Grimshaw? There she is. Is she coming to tell me about the other mission?
Mr. Morgan.
Yes, Miss Grimshaw.
Mr. Matthews gave me a message for you.
There we go.
He said when it was convenient to head into Emerald Ranch. He's looking at a few business things there.
Okay.
Oh, he'll find something too. He always does. Will you be well now, Mr. Morgan?
I'm always well, Miss Grimshaw.
Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Feeling pain, feeling pain. Alright, I'm gonna take a break. I need to get some food and get my meds. Really big bastard. Alright, I'll be back later. I probably won't be playing this, I'll probably play something else. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see. Ow! Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye now.